Kenya's central bank has long made it clear it does not approve of Bitcoin, the famous cryptocurrency, but it said nothing about the technology behind Bitcoin. We find out more about that.
I think that's the next phase, whereby we'll then now be able to say, how do we get this data computed in an environment that is secure and communicated from one device to the other. And we have chosen blockchain technology as the next phase.
I mean, it seems like that sort of thing is the sort of thing that you would pull off, given all the data you have on your clients, the exposure you have for SMEs, and especially on asset financing. These are things that sort of lend themselves to the use of both blockchain tech and smart contracts.
I think that will be the next phase. And the reason why we are attracted most is purely for security. As you said, everything is within end to end from both the documentation, such that there is no documents moving around. Everything is digitized within the same component. But however, we have a couple of hurdles to go through. One is the environment with which you are communicating with and dealing with must also be adopting. The regulation needs to allow this new technology, particularly for trail and audit purposes and supervision capability being to that level. But we see these to be what we'll be using maybe within the next 3 to 5 years.
Have you engaged the central bank on this at all? Because I mean, I know the central bank has been very anti-cryptocurrencies, and they issued this really interesting statement earlier this year saying that, look, as far as we're concerned, Bitcoin isn't valid. Tender, we're not interested. But at some point, you have to separate the currency from the tech behind it, right? And what you're focusing on is the tech.
Is the tech, and that's what we are saying. It's not the currency, it's the tech, such that you are able initially to persuade others to come on board. And so it is at the moment at our innovation center, it's what our Chief Innovation Officer John Starley has been tasked to. He has been asked, just focus on blockchain technology, ensure you deliver, and we're able to use it within 3 years. But we haven't then started sensitizing and socializing the regulators on that space, because ourselves, we need to ensure we have fully integrated seamlessly. We have carried our staff on board with it. We have trained enough. We have tested enough.